Now that we have talked about some of the possible roadblocks to a life of prayer and devotion, let's change direction a little bit and talk about the 7 steps that you can take to develop this successful life of prayer and devotion. Let me start by explaining how I got going on this whole series of videos. One day I was surfing the internet and came upon an article by Perry Bloomberg citing the various insights of different fitness experts. The news article was centered on the idea of maintaining a successful fitness routine by following certain practices that would help ensure success. As I read this article, I was struck by how many of the principles that he outlined for success in a fitness program also had great parallels to our daily devotion to God. So here are the 7 principles or steps of daily devotion that I believe will help you have much greater success in your pursuits of a deeper relationship with God. The first step that we're going to take is to identify why you want to have a consistent daily life of prayer and devotion. Garrett Seacat, a fitness expert who is referenced in this article I alluded to a moment ago, stresses the importance of asking yourself the why when it comes to devoting yourself to a fitness routine. And he says not to do this just once. In his words, he said, find the root motivation for what you are doing. It will be hard to stay motivated if you are not sure what your driving motive truly is. So here is my question for you. Why do you want to study the Bible? Why do you want to have a dedicated prayer life? Over the next couple of days, I challenge you to ask yourself these questions and answer them on a piece of paper at least 5 times. To give you an example of how this might work, let's use the example of someone asking this question in regards to an exercise routine they want to implement. Each additional question you're going to see causes you to dig a little deeper as to your core motive. So someone might say to themselves, why do I want to start an exercise routine? Their first answer might be, because I want to look better. Now this is a very generalized reason, so let's dig down some more as to find out our real reason. The next question, why do I want to have an exercise routine? Answer, because I just don't feel good anymore about myself and how I look. These are more of your core motives that we're looking at here that speak to the psychological reasons for your desire. But let's refine this even more. Question for the 3rd time, why do I want to start an exercise routine? Because I want to feel better about myself and set a good example for other people. Now this person is realizing that their motives are not just centered in the impact the exercise will have on them, but also how it will affect others. The 4th time they ask why, their answer might be something along these lines. Because I want to have better self-esteem in my relationships, in my health, in my body image, and in the example I set for my children. Now you can see that they are going much deeper and realizing who they specifically see themselves influencing through their fitness decisions. Now with a little more reflection, this person can truly discover the why of their motivation for exercise. And so the final time they ask, why? Because exercise will inspire me to feel better about myself, grow my relationships with others, improve my overall health, and help me lead my family in healthy life choices. I think you can see as these statements have advanced that this person has come up with really great reasons as to why they want to exercise. In fact, it kind of makes me want to go jump on the treadmill myself. So hopefully you get the idea. Understanding precisely why you do something helps you stay motivated and will help you more effectively determine the how in our next step. Knowing the why helps protect us from the attacks that come against our mind and our soul concerning our successes in God. You see, the devil is a faith stalker, and if he can, he is a faith killer. He does this by trying to discourage us. But if we can learn to have a clear reason why we do something, it becomes a shield of faith because clarity defines where we are going. Consider what the Apostle Peter said about this. He said, be sober. Be vigilant, because your adversary the devil walks about like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. Resist him, steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same sufferings are experienced by your brotherhood in the world. So let's look at that verse a little more closely. That word sober comes from the Greek word nepho, which means to be in control of one's thought processes and thus not be in danger of irrational thinking. The word vigilant comes from the Greek word gregorio, which means to be alert or to be watchful. Simply put, you need to have a clear understanding of why you are committing yourself to a life of prayer and devotion. Understanding the why helps you to be alert and watchful of the adversary's tactics, and it equips you with weapons to fight the enemy and to maintain a laser focus on your purpose. Once again, thank you so much for joining us today in a study of the importance of prayer and a commitment to studying God's Word. If you have enjoyed this lesson, we would like to invite you to click the like button below and share your comments with us. Or even better, share it with a friend who might enjoy it, or even subscribe to our channel where we are always adding new lessons of faith designed to help people like you become better disciples of Jesus. In our next lesson, we will be discussing the how of a life of prayer and devotion. With your decision to watch these videos of faith, I believe you have embarked on an adventure of faith that will be a blessing to your walk with God. So until next time, God bless you and be ye transformed.